Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Compare Different Styles of Pimping. I'm the Serious JG. This game is actually called Yakuza Like a Dragon, and it's a weird game. I'm enjoying the hell out of this game so far, but man, it's weird. There are some topics in this RPG that don't come up in a lot of other RPGs. I don't know how many Dragon Quest games really involve you critiquing the management style of different Soapland managers. But I am curious, I just got done, I closed the last video with a minor, meek, partial defense of the actions of this guy that our entire party seems disgusted by. But I'm not 100% sure where the hero's going, so let's find out.
Hey, there a problem? You better not cause any trouble here. I'll call the Yakuza. We're with the Seiryu clan, you know? The Seiryu clan? You really sure you want to start something?
He's just going to, educate him. I think he really is just going to, tell him why he's not doing this right.
Hey, Kasuga, we need a scram.
Why are you looking at me like that? I'll call them. I will.
I'll take the job. I'll start anytime you want, boss.
Because he's going to clean up this
What
Soapland.
are you doing? Based on what I just heard, you got a lot of issues here, from plumbing to personnel. You need a hand, and I've got 16 years of direct experience in this industry.
That's true.
I know what works in these places, and I can even go scout some fresh talent for you. What do you say?
Yeah, he's excited about working at the Soapland.
But what about those two?
Well, they don't. They don't work for me. I mean, in all honesty, if they have a problem with the way this pimp is running his business because he's mean to the girls, it would kind of make sense. Maybe they should help him become a better pimp. They're not helping the girls by distinction. A group of cats called the Bleach Japan. I can't believe they're already back. Yeah, we know about them. The same guys the other day. Nanomachines. They've been demonstrating in front of my shop for a few days in a row now, like clockwork. It's a pain in the ass.
Oh.
They're specifically targeting you with these protests? I mean, they're specifically targeting you with these protests.
Well,
We're the latest place in the area that's open about being a bathhouse. The others have all rebranded as men's salons or bubble massages. Bubble massage sounds less like a sex place than bathhouse. That makes it harder for Bleach Japan to build a case against them. So they come after us since we're still open about being a Soapland. Well, then stop being open about it. I mean, whatever. They think if they can close me down, I'll start a shockwave and clean out the rest of the area. So you see, I'm actually the greatest hero of all. Am I lucky or what?
Listen.
And the Yakuza won't protect you? Duh. I tried complaining to the Seiryu clan once. They had some lame excuse, and then they showed up after everything had quieted down. Besides, Bleach Japan's ranks are filled with the types who read up on anti-Yakuza laws for the fun of it. Those kind of people are tough for even the Yakuza to deal with. That's the Yakuza for you. So if I can't go to the Yakuza and I can't go to the police, who do I turn to? Well, us. We're here to protect Soaplands everywhere. That is what this game is. It's like prostitution defense quest. Help me. Even my employees are quitting to avoid being harassed. I'm at the end of my rope over here. Maybe your employees are quitting to stop being harassed by you because you're kind of a jerk.
Right.
You know, for a game that's full of references to prostitution, we have not been introduced to any, young, sexy female characters. I don't want to be picking on Roddy Reiko's mom, but... So that's why you're understaffed. Not because you're a jerk. But basically, you're saying as long as these girls stick around, you can still run your business. That said, between Bleach Japan and the way you treat them, I wouldn't count on them sticking around either. Yeah, you don't get it at all. Girls that come here to work already have their backs against the wall. Well, it's one position. The girls who work here are all Japanese, but they're in the same situation as an immigrant who came here to get away from whatever it may be. Losing a job like this may as well be deportation. They've got no one to go back to or rely on. So this game is now taking a more nuanced approach to Now because I was like, well, I don't want to immediately jump on the, stop banning victimless crimes thing, because prostitution does take advantage of women in bad positions. But now the game is like, this game is surprisingly nuanced discussions of the pros and cons of legalizing prostitution. That was not what I was necessarily anticipating when I bought this game.
Okay.
I always figured it was some money that brought across this kind of work. Well, yeah, but usually they don't have a lot of options on how to get money.
Yep.
Of course, a lot of people who come get tempted to this side of things because it sounds lucrative. But those are the types who think they'll strike it rich without doing any real work. As soon as things take a turn for the worse, they run for the hills. That's why I only hire women so far out on the ledge they can't afford to take another step back. Well, he does seem like a real, genuinely great fella, doesn't he? Women like that work their lives depend on it, and that's what keeps my business stable.
Hey.
Stable my ass. You're just taking advantage of women at the lowest. You're the scum of the earth. Well, I never said I wasn't. Say what you will, but lust weighs on the soul just as heavy as hunger, if not more so. Except with lust, you can't just satiate it at your local deli. You have to hold it until you find an outlet. Well, I mean, you can just use your right hand. So as long as women are willing to be on the menu, men are going to place orders. That's the world we live in. This is the world we...
Sup?
Sup? Whatever. If we drive that guy off, will you hire us or not?
Yo.
Kosuke, after everything the Slimeball just said, you still want to work here? I certainly don't. This guy's nothing like Hamako. The world would be better off if we let Bleach Japan take him down. Shut up. It's work, and I can't afford to turn that down. Does he want to work here or not? I mean, he wants to work here, but it seems like they're alternating between he wants to work here because he thinks he can help, or he wants to work here because he just wants to work anywhere. I'll take your job, and I'll get it done right. You gonna hire us or not? We'll go beat up those Bleach Japan guys. Fine. Like, I'm like, now, is a long-term story arc going to appear where this mean Soapland operator learns how to be a nicer person? Prostitution is legal in Japan, yet this establishment is flanning it in broad daylight. Oh, this is a different guy. Prostitution is legal in Japan. Establishment is flanning it like a broad daylight. Okay.
Hey.
Working hard as ever, huh? No, I guess it is the same guy.
What?
You guys, from the other day, why are you here? And why... JG didn't know that I was going to have the same voice as that guy inside. Oh, as of today, we're employees. Employees, huh? Is this guy going to be the final boss? My friends, the accomplices of criminals, the purveyors of prostitution, have made themselves known. I'm sorry, criminals? If that was the case, why aren't we getting arrested? Because Soaplands are dodging the laws by representing themselves as public bathhouses. My friends, this is what we call a gray zone, the dark stains on Japan. Well, not that dark, it's only gray. Let us turn this gray to white. We must bleach it out.
Yo.
What about you? You think you're some kind of pure and clean soul yourself? Never committed a single crime? Let he who is without sin bleach the first gray.
True.
Of course I obey the law. Well, he just said true in this situation. Of course I obey the law. That's the obligation of every righteous citizen. So you've never even, taken a whiz outside? That's technically a crime, you know.
No.
Never once. Not in my life. Seriously? What kind of boring person doesn't urinate publicly? What about speeding? Everyone's gone over the speed limit because they were running late. Nope, not a single time.
Hey.
You liar, it's illegal to go even 1 kph over the limit. You have to have done that. Afraid not. If you doubt me, then prove it. Prove I've committed these crimes.
Yo.
Okay, how about what you're doing right now? All these people blocking the road has got to be some kind of crime, doesn't it? How can we block the road when we own the feckin' road? That was for Bobo only. Ah, you're so ignorant, it's funny. This here says I'm not a janitor. We have permits from the Kanagawa police for this demonstration. Yeah, a permit to march on a public road. Do you get it now? The police have been magnanimous enough to let us use this road for our cause. But where you're standing now isn't technically the road. That's the Soapland. Ooh, they got him. He's trespassing. Titch! I just got a little overzealous. Also, it says here that there's only supposed to be 10 of you.
Hey.
I'm no mathematician, but hey, this looks like more than that. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's right. We just got more support than usual today. And that's the nature of our protest. The number of people can fluctuate up until the day of. If you don't like it, file a police report. But I wouldn't get your hopes up about them coming out to do a head count. The difference between 10 or 15 people isn't worth their time, and it's certainly not causing any trouble. It's also 5. 5 is the difference between 10 and 15. You're the right track, Kasuga.
I mean, hell, you're right track, Kasuga. In that case, I've got a warning for you. The legal definition of a march means you're not allowed to stop moving. If you stop and start giving speeches, that's obstructing traffic. Your right to use this road was predicated on you performing a march. So the fact that you stopped here is a pretty clear violation.
Even if that's technically the rule, every protest stops to give speeches. And the police are fine with that.
No, it's gray area. Bleach yourselves.
Sup?
You know what you call that?
A gray zone. Yeah, see? I'm with it, game. You know what I call that? A pointless zoom. Gah! Relying on a gray area to criticize the gray zone. Man, that's irony. My friends, let's keep going. We're marching. But we're definitely going to send back some thugs so you can have a battle. Prostitution's gotta go. No more in Inchijo. Watch where you're going or you'll trip. See you next fall. Nice play, Shakespeare. Oh, wait, sorry. Let's see. First we have Ichiban Kasuga, age 42. Yes, that's right. I talk exactly like that guy did.
Oh.
Address is... Oh, isn't this the one Hamako runs?
Yes.
Yes. We're living on the 2nd floor. You know Hamako-san?
A bit, from years ago. Anyway, next is Yu Nanba, age 41.
Huh?
Huh? Yu Nanba? You mean Nanba was your real name this whole time? After that whole speech you gave me about homeless people using fake names?
Shut up. You believed it was fake, and that's what's important. Besides, it is fake. That guy has a fake name for me. You're just good.
What was that?
What?
Okay. And the last guy is Koichi Arachi, who's, wait, age 59? That's impossible. No one can live that long.
Yes.
Yeah, only 2 months to go until I hit retirement, but the Kanagawa police let me go a few days ago.
That's rough.
What? Huh? That's all? Is that the end of the stupid quest?
What's all?
No.
I mean, we're a walking trio of red flags, aren't we? This information stinks to high heaven. But I guess we gotta follow the lead. We've been out the cold too long. A bum, an ex-Yakuza, and a cop with a dishonorable discharge.
What of it? I was worried about stuff like that. I'd never find anyone to work for me. All of my prostitutes are bums, ex-Yakuza, and cops. And besides, I just happen to have the perfect job for you three.
What?
And that is? I hope you're not gonna make us clean the baths to kick things off.
Well, no, I figured you would go around just picking up jizz-soaked tissues. No, I only get that done every 6 months. What I'm really after is her. Her name's Nanoha. She's been my top earner for 5 years straight. Oh, she might actually be our last party member. That's the girl who called to take the day off, and you blew up at her, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's right.
She's your top earner, huh? Yeah, you weren't kidding about these girls being on the... never mind.
What, the rag? What did he say? I told you, if all you've got going for you is being cute and young, you'll never last. The core of a Soapland's appeal is service and love. It's emotional depth that makes a repeat customer.
Okay.
Emotions, huh? I guess I could see that if I was familiar with human emotion. Men are lonely creatures when it comes down to it. Even guys who put up the toughest front need a place to be who they really are. Some place where the monsters will stay away.
And the depth of a woman's ability to give him that is usually proportionate to her own baggage. Yes, the more baggage she has. Nanoha's father is of an age where he can't even move on his own anymore. So she quit her job at a big firm and fell into this world to afford him the best of care. She had a job at a big firm that didn't pay as well as being at a Soapland where you treat your girls like garbage?
Wow.
Skipping all the stuff between a white-collar job and prostitution is a pretty brave leap. I don't know if brave is usually the word with somebody who goes from white-collar to prostitution. That's why she's so good at it. She's got that, like, boss lady thing. Like, some people are into that. She gives it everything she has. Gonna give it all that she got. No matter who the customer is, all for the sake of her father. I think that's our fourth party member. So, I was joking. Our fourth party member is going to be a prostitute. I mean, you want to talk about an unlikely adventure team. Cop who got fired for getting too close to the truth. Bum who used to be a nurse but sold drugs. Ex-Yakuza. And now white-collar lady who decided to become a prostitute because she thought that was the best way to help her ailing father. I guess I don't know she's going to be our next party member, but I think she is. With that being said, she's recently started finding reasons to take days off. This never used to be the case, though. Between Bleach Japan and Nanoha taking days off, sales are really slumping. So that's why I need a hand.
What? A hand? You mean like a right hand? Like on the customers? Listen.
Nah.
No, you idiot. I want you to look into why she's taking time off.
Didn't she say herself it was because of an irregular period?
Yeah, but apparently she said that 2 weeks ago. I can't take that at face value, knowing her. There aren't a lot of reasons why someone who needs money starts taking a lot of time off.
I think she's got a side piece?
Mm-hmm.
You do know this industry, don't you?
Well, maybe she got her white-collar job back. Care to fill in the class?
Yeah.
It means she could be meeting someone without going through the store. Okay. Yeah, that's... Again, I haven't put a lot of thought into this world and how it operates, but yeah, I guess that actually would be a thing, wouldn't it? If you're like running a business, introducing clients to your... Yeah, I hadn't thought about that, but I guess that would actually be a pretty serious concern if you were like a pimp. Well, they're not pimps exactly, but yeah, like, okay, if you're running a Soapland, yeah, that would be a thing, like, All right. Normally, a customer pays for the service, and that money gets divided up between the girl and the shop. But if they meet in private, the girl can offer a discount, but still come out on top by cutting the shop out. Once they start doing that, the girls start to wonder why they need the shop in the first place. Of course, all the shops have strict rules against that kind of thing. Even if it's just an innocent thing at first, once they start taste for extra cash, it doesn't stop. Okay, so this game is angry at moralizers who are against prostitution, but it's equally angry at prostitutes who try to be prostitutes without having a pimp. Funny, this game's got a pretty funny morality, doesn't it? They'll even start using the shop to lure more customers out into their own business. It's the death knell for some shops. So I want you to find out if she's seeing someone on the side.
Sup?
Sup? I mean, okay, let's say she is. What do we do if we find the guy? Make sure he never wants to go near Nanoha again, and I don't care what methods you use. You're a Yakuza, a nurse, and a cop. I'm sure you three can come up with something creative.
Hold on.
Hey, hold up. Shouldn't you be using the Saryu clan for this kind of thing?
Think of them like car insurance. If you use them the wrong way, they increase your premiums. So it's cheaper if I can solve problems myself. That makes sense. That's a boss for you. Always has a trick or two. I like you, kind of evil pimp. Can you tell us where Nanoha-san lives, for starters? Actually, it seems she's been couch surfing for a while and hasn't gone home in quite some time.
Hey.
How the heck do we find her, then?
If you keep an eye on the Pocket Cafe, she'll show up. She hangs out there a lot. For the price of a cup of coffee, she can stay for hours to use the free Wi-Fi and charge her phone.
See you later.
See you later. So I'll hope for the best. You'll gain arms. Get her to start coming back in regularly, and I'll have a suitable payment for you. Otherwise, she'll join your party, and you won't work for me anymore, and that quest will still be completed.
Sounds to me like he hired us as cheap detectives. Nano Mia is quite a schemer. He seems sloppy, but he knows his employees both on and off the clock. If he's doing it on purpose, he's good.
Doesn't mean he's not a scumbag. His bottom line's all I cares about.
No.
I don't think so, actually. I think he's the greatest hero of all.
This kind of jerky pimp. Huh?
Maybe it's not true all the time, but yeah, most Soaplands profit off their workers' misfortunes.
You mean like they're dead or they have family issues? They prey on people like that, right?
Basically, the women work hard to get out of that situation, and the shop supports them. I'm not cool with the way Nanomiya talks about people, but he's not sugarcoating anything either. He understands the reality of the business. He is truly the greatest man who has ever lived.
Well, that's one way of putting it.
I grew up surrounded by every kind of sleazebag Kamarucho could throw in those doors. And I bet this guy's actually got a lot of love for his girls. He got a whole lot of love. I'd take him any day over some shithead who doesn't care why the girls get jobs there in the first place. Well, just because I hate shitheads doesn't mean I have to like sleazebags, so let's find this proof and get paid.
Okay.
Let's get paid! Alright, but we still don't know for sure if she's actually seeing a guy inside. Let's start with this cafe she supposedly goes to. Yeah, you mean the one lead we were given? Yeah, let's start there. Game is weird, guys. Game is weird. Well, I kind of need to call it a session pretty soon, but we're not really... It's like too early to call it a video. I have a sickening feeling that in the next couple of minutes as I try to get to... As we get to the end of the video, we'll suddenly be like... firmly in the middle of not being able to end the video. So they want us to go up here. Alright, this appears to be the right way to go to get there. So let's go. It also seems like, I don't know how many plot events we'll have to do, but I think she's the fourth party member. I think this is kind of it. Which means if I really want to get into, like, off-screening and shit, this would be the time. I mean, once we've talked to her.
I slept like a baby. Nonsense movie and comforting low hum. Kicking back in a cold but comfy seat in complete and total darkness. Place is perfect when you need a nap.
Yeah, I'll stop by again next time class is canceled. I don't remember anything about the movie, though.
Well, that makes two of us.
Mind-numbingly stupid movies. I mean, movies can be dumb. This sounds like a great side quest.
Guess they only show old movies here.
Yeah. We're not an inn, you know. Have a little respect, huh? This is a classic, too.
Japanese Jaws. Old Cinema Paradiso.
Hey, mister. Interested in watching a movie? We've got some classic titles in-house.
I gotta get a girl in my party first.
Well, I also get kind of sleepy when I'm in the dark watching a movie I don't really understand. I don't want to be disrespectful.
It's quite all right. But just because a film is old doesn't mean it's hard to follow.
It's hard to follow if it's in Japanese without subtitles.
From sci-fi to romance, suspenseful thrillers to...
I don't want to go into a lengthy story, but I remember years and years and years ago when video stores were a thing, I worked at a video store. And somebody, like, just asked me as the clerk who was there, it's like, I don't know what to watch. What's, like, a good movie? I was like, what kind of movie do you feel like watching? She's like, I feel like watching a courtroom drama. And I was like, oh, well, you know, here's 12 Angry Men. This is like a really, really, really good movie. And she's like, but it's in black and white. I can't watch that. And I was like, you said this is like a really, really, really good movie. And she's like, I can't, no, never mind. Just like, walk the fuck out of the store. It's like, black and white? What?
Fun for the whole family.
She literally said, but it's going to be so boring. And I didn't say this, but I was thinking, you are apparently 4 years old.
And of course, we have many titles that are just as spectacular as the latest and the greatest. Guaranteed to keep you on the edge of your seat.
See, for example, Asian guy staring upwards as the sun is at nipple level. Or Astronaut, the movie.
Huh. These were long before CG, which means things like real explosions on the set. Doesn't get much better than that.
I really do prefer the old kaiju movies with like rubber suits and firecrackers to CGI.
By the time the credits roll.
All right, I'll bite. You must really love movies. Your eyes light up whenever you talk
The
about
same way I eyes light up when I talk about managing Soaplands.
Curator of vintage films for nothing.
Not even
I
sex
simply
with
want
prostitutes,
nothing
just
more
managing
for people
Soaplands.
today to watch these films and find some joy. even if it's just a little.
And give me
It'd be a
money.
waste if they were left to be forgotten. Wouldn't you agree?
I kind of do feel like
Then,
that, actually.
I suppose that's entertainment. An ever-fleeting sparkle. Though it would be fantastic if people saw these films as a brilliant little sparkle in their own lives.
Sorry, Pops. Movies are out. Watching other people play video games and talk over them is where it's at now.
Is a place where anyone of any age can come to appreciate the classics. Though anyone also includes those who fall asleep during the screening. Regardless, this is a good opportunity for you to get a taste of the classics for yourself.
But I
Since
gotta
it's
find
your
this
first
hooker.
time, this one's on the house.
Really? You sure?
Quite. I'd like you to see all the good this place has to offer.
So I'm giving you on the house tickets to every movie ever.
Maybe I'll give it a shot. Watch a movie, maybe not. Let's watch a movie,
Well, I'm already here, so I might as well.
Excellent. Right this way, please.
Party members, you remain on the street.
Today's showing is a monumental piece. Robo-Cook. Half culinary drama, half gunslinging action masterpiece. I can watch this over and over again and never get tired of it.
Keep your pants on.
Wait, you're gonna watch too?
The hell,
Of
man.
course. As a curator, I'm allowed to watch any film I want at any time I please.
And I get to sit next to you and talk to you as you attempt to watch. This guy's built this place just so we can sit around watching his favorite movies all day. Which is fine, dude, if you can afford to start a business like that. The hell. Still, I guess that's pretty cool.
Well, it's about to start. No
It's
sleeping
pretty
during the
good.
screening now.
Or
We
I'll
must
kill
show our
you.
Utmost respect for those who brought these splendid works to life.
No
I
stopping to
dare
go to
say
the
that
bathroom.
Even blinking would be a waste of precious screening time.
All right, freak.
Sure.
It's one of those guys who wants to watch anime with subtitles, but the anime is in letterbox, so the subtitles can be beneath the image of the anime, so that no
Sleepy as hell.
precious
No, that guy was
like,
nice enough to let me in.
square millimeter of, never mind. We're gonna fall asleep, and that'll be zaniness. Well, maybe we have a mini game where we have to attempt to stay awake while watching RoboCook. Properly execute the QTE to stay awake during RoboCook.
私には記憶はない。何のために生まれたのか。家族も友も。
Okay, so if they're making fun of RoboCop, they need to shut the fuck up, because RoboCop is not only a great movie, it's also incredibly self-aware of itself as an action movie, and is full of like things making fun of action movies. Badass cyborg who loves to cook. All right, I'll bite. Hopefully, I can stay awake. No, seriously, if you have not seen the original RoboCop, go check out the original RoboCop. It is like there's all these like classic '80s schlock action movies. RoboCop is.
Shit.
Okay, this is weird. What am I supposed to be doing? Okay, make it to the credits without falling asleep. Test your reflexes by quickly pressing the displayed inputs to stop those pesky rams from putting you to sleep. You win if Costco doesn't fall asleep by the end of the movie, which will surely make him a better man. Okay. Defeat normal rams by pressing displayed inputs. Rams with a rapid can be defeated by pressing the input 5 times. Alarm cocks, the chickens, will heal you, but if you hit them, they'll seek vengeance. If you press the wrong inputs when rams are present, you take damage. Movies hit a point where they get especially boring, given your foe's rush mode. Golden rams will appear who cause extra sleepiness. Deal with them quickly. This is probably not going to make sense until I actually start playing the freaking game. Time until movie ends, Casca's energy, the movie's name, current score. Ram the rams. Okay. This is weird. It's very Final Fantasy X2 right now. Oh, see, he took revenge by making me sleepy. That was stupid. So apparently they have to be on screen for a while before they do anything to you. So I probably should be slowing down so I don't get
off there.
The only thing where I got in any trouble was hitting a chicken. I'm sure it gets harder, but... Oh, an hour into the bonus round.
Whew, made it through.
Oh, really? Okay, I thought I was like halfway through. Take this, Neo Galaxy Extreme Flambe. This is a weird game. I know this guy's supposed to be an exciting scene, but using that same technique over and over is going to put me to sleep.
I'm sleepy all of a sudden.
Do I get my health back for getting halfway through? No, apparently not. Okay. Well, I guess I do. Yeah, this is weird. I'm sure it gets harder. It'll probably be a nightmare eventually. Like Final Fantasy X2 when you're trying to deal with the last calibration tower nonsense. I do feel like we're going to be okay. Ah, see? That's... The only time I get in trouble is when they throw in those guys who are apparently supposed to help you, except that they seek revenge and what the fuck ever.
That was awesome.
You did a great job, JG. That was awesome. And the sheep monsters are crying. 900-point bonus. So I would have gotten probably 1,000-point bonus each time, possibly more. Maybe there's like a perfect bonus that's even higher, but whatever. I don't know what these points do or mean. Did he find true love? This flavor, this warmth, my mother's cooking. I remember, the secret ingredients is salt. Because it sounds like it's going to be love, but then it's salt. It's funny. I promise you. It's undoubtedly my mother's secret recipe. I'm going to continue cooking until my very last breath. I'm gonna get really good. All my Robo Cooks keep rising to the top. He gets drunk, but I remember his family. It's actually kind of touching. Yeah, okay. That was weird. I got an A rank. I guess I would have gotten S if I hadn't hit the alarm cocks by mistake. Whatever. I don't know what these results mean. I guess it's going to turn out there are Robo-Cook points I can trade in for shit. I don't know. Lethal seemed to have found himself satisfied with life and not threatening suicide when he was unable to learn the urination minigame of a previous Yakuza. It's just possible I never fully mastered the alarm cock game, and I'm still able to consider my life fulfilling.
At least I was able to stay awake.
Okay, never mind. He's actually...
That was pretty good, though. Guess it doesn't matter how old it is. A good movie's a good movie.
Which Robocook is not.
My whole life without watching one of these if it wasn't for this place. This guy really wants everyone to enjoy the classics.
He's the greatest non-Soapland operator hero ever.
So, I should come take a breather when I have time. Thanks for today, Mr. Curate.
I actually did not see that coming, I have to admit.
Oh, sure. Respect the classics.
Well, apparently, again, some of these sub-stories just introduce a mini-game that you can then go back to for resources, but apparently you are still considered having beaten the mini-game just by having been introduced to it, so... Unless there's a separate mini-game we can get unlocked here, like level 2. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know what the A rank, what the... Like, none of that meant anything. Okay, I don't actually want to go back in there, but... Can we go back in there? Ooh. See, was we joining some screenings today? It might be kind of nice to see something with a friend. Like, at this point, I still don't know what the points are for. Please join us again soon. Like, I'm guessing the points must be for something, but... Oh. I can wander around... Never mind. Never mind. Alright, let's beat some guys up before we call it a video. Oh, this is a big group, too. Because this is going to be it for this session, so I'm letting it go slightly long. Chinese mafioso. These are kung fu dude. Damn. Okay, so they really screwed him up in a hurry.
Watch this. I got this.
Okay, so these guys are apparently pretty dangerous.
Come on now. Take your best shot. Let's go.
Yeah, these guys are really a lot more dangerous than the enemies we've been fighting previously.
You want to fight? Go in.
Because they're resisting everything.
Okay.
Yeah, like, okay, I'm actually really in trouble here. This battle appears to be outside of what we're able to handle. Because, like, I'm having to heal with him on every turn to keep him alive. So maybe what I need to do is just really concentrate on... Yeah, these multiple attacks just might not be a thing. I need to concentrate on taking somebody out.
Check this out.
Ooh, yeah, it's actually pretty tough. I could go with On Guard. I could go with Slick Tongue and then On Guard. That worked pretty well before.
Weak. Let's go. I got this. Hey, I'm a cop.
Doesn't seem to have enraged that many guys.
You're in it now.
But, like, yeah, our party's in desperate trouble.
I got this. Watch this. Get cocky. Little first aid.
Let me massage your butt a little bit there.
Cool. You're weak. Come on now.
Okay. So I need him to... Shoot.
Fight. You're in it now.
So he needs to go for On Guard, and I need to get him healed, too. Because he still has to absorb the damage before he counterattacks.
Have fun with this.
Have fun with being massaged. Okay, now the guys who are angry should get screwed over here. Yeah, but Nama's knocked out.
Check this out.
Mistimed that.
Let's go. I'm struggling here.
He is kind of struggling.
Show me what's on this.
Yeah, but he got knocked out too. Yeah, I think we're gonna get a... I think we're about to lose here. Because these things, Yeah, let's just see what the game over screen is, because I saved before this, and this is clearly a much higher level battle than what we've been doing. It's possible I should have been able to win this if I was smarter, but yeah, I'm getting my ass kicked here. Did finish one guy. Yeah, so we're actually going to see the game over screen. This is what you get for disrespecting RoboCook. The future refused to change. Your money on hand has been reduced by half. Oh, okay, never mind. They don't really have a game over screen then, do they? All right, well, let's call it a video, I guess. When we come back next time, I won't be fighting those guys because they kicked my butt. To the point where I feel like even if I had handled that battle better and differently, I probably still wouldn't be worth the returns. But we'll instead pursue the plot, try to get our fourth party member, and maybe go for a little revenge. Who knows? We'll see next time.